Hello, Gemini. What's good, beautiful Gemini gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. Let's get you some love messages today. This is what I call Little Sips Mini Love Tarots. That means it is simply an energy check to see where things are at, specifically the person you're thinking of, okay? So up to you who you want to assign the energies to, but let's see what the universe wants you to know. As always, guys, general messages is what I do here on YouTube. Not everything I say will resonate with every Gemini out there. Highly recommend you come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, but do only take away the messages that resonate with you, that speak to you, motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you were thinking or feeling. Everything else you should release. You should not take anything that feels foreign, strange. If it's not your story, push it aside. Give yourself the luxury, the gift of time. Not everything will resonate instantly, so feel free to, as you have cards flopping out, feel free to revisit these messages with your Libra on another day. Yeah, give yourself the gift of time, as I always say. All right, a few more cards for Gemini. Everything else about this video down in the box below, the decks I'm using here today, how to contact me for a personal. Check out my social. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com, all that good stuff. I'm annoyingly active on Instagram. I love it. I love Instagram. I think it's so great. Anyway, all right, Jen, let's hop in. Let's see. All right. So the person is coming up in their thoughts of King of Pentacles. They see something very solid with you. They may actually be a little bit cheap or a little bit stingy. They may not spend a lot of their money. They might be kind of selfish, particularly with material possessions. They care very much about their appearance and what they look like, but they do actually have a very big heart. So you might actually be, in a sense, the way I was doing it with the cards, you may be judging this person a little bit harsh. I think they do have good intentions, but they love themselves. They are very self-focused, but it's not to say that they don't have the ability to share. It sounds like I'm talking to like children, like kindergartners, like everybody must share. But yeah, that maybe, maybe they're an only child or something like that, right? All right. I'm going to revisit that and see what the rest of the story is saying here. So yeah, in their heart, they are trying to put behind their player ways or their player tendencies. They're absolutely, with these two cards, they're looking for something long-term. They're looking for something committed. So if that's what you're looking for, Gemini, great. If that's not what you're looking for, that's going to be an awkward mix. In their overall action, they've thought a lot about this. They might be very slow moving, but it's because they didn't want to rush into anything. Literally, those messages are just coming right through. They want to build with you. They want to come forward with an offer, possibly a very big offer. For some of you, it could be marriage, just because this is sort of shown like in a church, right? It kind of looks like a little ceremony, flower decorations, things of that sort. Yeah, they've thought a lot about it, and being with you brings them peace of mind. Gemini, this is beautiful. This is one of the best readings I've seen for you for a while. But yeah, this person is, I am being called to say, if they were not, I don't know if confused is the right term, but apprehensive to lock it down and, commit to marriage or commit to it on paper, or again, it could just be exclusivity. Maybe they were apprehensive or hesitant about that. It seems like they've thought about it and they've decided to move forward with it. They want to build with you. They want to establish roots and longevity. You have very heavy earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, might be a Sagittarius or possibly, possibly a Libra, but that's not for most of you. It did come out under Libra though, so I am supposed to tell you that. Libra. Okay, let's see, what else? So Gemini, you are exhausted. You are looking for help. I think you're exhausted by the dating scene, or you're exhausted by, I heard gaslighting. What's that about? I don't know what that relates to, but something about feeling like you're always carrying the slack or carrying all the weight of the relationship, doing all the heavy lifting, doing all the work. It's like you're just looking for someone to contribute. That's what I mean. You could have been dealing with someone who was a little bit selfish, or maybe just naive of not really like, hey, everybody needs to pitch in. And again, I feel like I'm talking to like kids in a classroom, right? Like, really need you to help me on this one, guys. Like it's a two-way street, right? In every relationship, right? Or maybe there was more. Maybe that was an issue of the past, but I think that's moving away. If there was at all like wandering eyes, I don't sense that that's where your person is at. Granted, this could be a new person too. It could be that if you were dealing with a player, you may be putting an end to that and trying to invest your life, your time, your energy with someone who actually brings you peace of mind, who they want to build with you, no question. In your heart, you still believe in love, but you're jaded. That's what I get from this. It's almost like you've started to view relationships almost glass half empty, because I think you've had a tough go at it in love. You may have fallen for people who, no matter how much they wandered or put doubt in your mind, you still kept holding on to them, thinking, oh, maybe they'll change, the error of their way or see the error of their way. It ended up doing more damage to you than good. It was like you were giving yourself away for free, or you were giving all your time and your love to someone who turned your back on you. It's like they just didn't deserve it, probably because this person had options. They were a bit of a trickster. They were a bit of a manipulator, but the universe is saying it's the starting of a new. This reminds me of The Wizard of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road. Dorothy. Maybe that's someone's name actually out there. This is the beginning of something new, something solid, something tangible, something that can, again, be planted in the ground in metaphor to establish roots and seeds and grow throughout the years. But you might be starting fresh. A lot of you may be closing out a cycle specifically with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. You may have an earth sign coming in, and it's a cozy little twosome. Gemini, that sounds fun. Or again, you may be dealing with someone who you already view as husband or wifey material, and this person actually is ready to lock it down, to make that commitment for life. To say vows is what I'm getting. Yeah, because you're done trying to make it work with people who don't offer anything back to you. Your main focus is a relationship that offers you reciprocity. The message is consistent. I think you have met someone who is willing to give. Even if that wasn't always their story, they've had some sort of revelation or awakening that now it needs to be going more towards Gemini. Again, love, time, attention, whatever that is. There is a good partnership there. And if and when this person chooses to start giving more to the relationship, you would still consider marriage material there. Waiting on marriage, waiting on contracts. I suppose this could have to do with a job offer, right? King of Pentacles, a lump sum of money. If that's the case, it's a job where you would lose your freedom. You might be shackled to a desk. You wouldn't have the ability to roam and wander. Your job wouldn't be super... I don't know if you wouldn't be super passionate about it. I just gotta be honest, if it's a job offer, the money will be good, but you're not gonna be super passionate about it. That's what that says to me. If it's a love offer, I do like it because there's love there. With the Two of Cups, it's saying the player tendencies are, and that's where we want them, right? With the Knight of Wands, he's the player, right? He's the playboy, he's their playgirl, however you want to say it. But there's stability there. Potentially a male earth sign, whether you Gemini are male or female, there's a male earth sign that might be interested in you. They're trying to manifest a future with you. So there may be multiple storylines going on here. There may be someone who's flirtatious with you, but again, you may view them more as a child or someone rather innocent is not the right word. In fact, the opposite. They are very well experienced in the realms of sexuality and all that. Immature, I think, is sort of how you view them. And for some of you, you may have decided to cast them out entirely to, again, multiple messages are coming through. I don't mean to confuse you guys. You may have seen an ending, 10 of Wands, with someone where you're just like, that's it, wrap it up, I'm done. They may end up coming back into your life, particularly if it is a Libra. Some of you are moving out of the house. So it could be that you're moving in with your sweetheart or moving in with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Yeah, you guys are going to sleep under the same roof now. That's actually a really cute message. Yeah, so if you're not already living with your person, you're going to be. If the relationship is headed that way, right? That wouldn't just happen out of thin air. Absolutely. Packing up the possessions. Yeah. And again, ending the bachelorette lifestyle. There's a union here. There's a coming together. This can be the card of marriages and contracts, right? Especially for my Geminis who one of you has been waiting for the other person to be on the same page. This feels like, for a lot of you, something that is established and one person wanted to take it up a notch or to the next level and the other person was not yet, babe, I'm not ready, that kind of thing, the ships come in. There's been some waiting, but someone ends up giving back, agreeing to marriage, agreeing to commitment if it's not marriage. Who does Gemini hold in their heart? What's this little... Some of you, it's a Cancer. Some of you have your eyes on a Cancer. And some of you are spying on another Gemini or a Virgo, or vice versa. You have a Gemini or a Virgo spying on you. 2 Geminis. Interesting. For my Geminis who are the ones who were not committing or who were not ready to commit to something exclusive or long-term, it's sort of saying why. You already know this is your person. Again, you'll know if that's your message, right? But High Priestess says you already know. Who are you waiting on? Or really what the message is for most of you, it's why are you making them wait? Why are you avoiding the inevitable? If you love this person, and for a lot of you, you do, you know you don't want the burden of having to do everything on your own and by yourself all the time, and yet it seems like you've committed yourself to that life. I don't know if you have very high standards or you feel like this person doesn't fit in with your family, or there's something about this where it's like, it's just saying to me, you already know, so why are you making them wait? Or why are you waiting on returning the reciprocity? You're already committed to this. It's almost like a karmic contract for a lot of you. I'm being called to say this could also be with your best friend too. If you guys have been having arguments, it's like you both needed to take a time out. I literally feel like the way I'm phrasing this may even have to do with a parent-child relationship. It's like you guys had to take a time out from each other. But it's like there is something about this, it just works. There is possibility for good teamwork here, but it's almost like somebody needed to be awakened to the fact that Gemini, you felt slighted. Like this person wasn't putting in all the work that you were putting in. I think if you communicate that and bring awareness to the situation, I think your person will step up. Reciprocity. I absolutely think they will. And commit. You've reciprocity twice. Some of you are going to be getting hearing back from a Cancer that you've been waiting to hear back from, or vice versa. If a Cancer put out feelers with you, you're going to be returning the communication. Yeah, there's marriage here with a Pisces or a Cancer. Someone who wasn't certain before emotionally, there's certainty there now. So for most of you, it's very positive, but I mean, unless this one card represents the ending of a relationship, I really don't. I think that represents dating or choosing the wrong people. It seems like you have a candidate here where you've both sort of chosen each other, but you were apprehensive to lock it down long term. That's what I think this is headed towards, the long term. For some of you, it's a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Someone who's very witchy and intuitive. Someone who works with the elements, someone who studies like the planets and the stars, someone who reads tarot cards, something like that. Someone who has a very spiritual side to them, but it's well hidden. You wouldn't know. They don't wear it on their sleeve. They don't talk about their faith or spirituality, but they're deeply spiritual. It's funny, if you guys are moving in together, you may discover they have like a little, I don't know what you'd call it, like an altar or something, where there's definitely an element of religion or spirituality in their daily practice, but you may have never known about it. Interesting. Yeah, the stars. They study the stars. And they're a divine healer. Or they may literally work in a profession that's a healer, like a doctor or a nurse, or it could even be something like a scientist, right? They're a spiritual person. They're like a light worker. A lot of you, it's Cancer and maybe Taurus. Interesting. They're your sweetheart. They're your honey bear. What is that about? I'm being told to say they're your honey bear. Mama bear. Something about a bear. But it has to do with like a cutesy nickname you guys call each other. Your sugar bear, your sugar mama. I don't know what that is, but anyway, something about a bear. Something about a teddy bear too. For some of you, this is like parent-child stuff. I know, it's taken all different spins. But anyway, before I confuse you anymore, Gemini, let me throw you one of these oracle cards and we'll wrap up. I'm so sorry, Gemini, my camera froze. I was avoiding this by getting all new technology. I don't know what happened. But anyway, wrapping you up, yeah, there's potential for healing a relationship with an Aquarius. Or if you feel like you've misstepped on it's like your divinely guided path. Some of you feel like you got stuck at a job or a career that it was soulless, joyless. Yeah, there was like an emotional void there. It's saying you still have time to course correct. This isn't where it ends. You may be wrapping up a cycle at a job that was very unfulfilling, that actually caused you more grievance and pain and heartbreak than it did good. Universe is like nodding at you. They're like, yes, Gemini, finally you see. Like, let's get the hell out of here and get you back on track. Interesting. Focus, the waxing gibbous. Yeah, work on your manifestations. And when I said focus, something about the lens, the zoom lens of like a camera, or again, a magnifying glass, a telescope, something about the lens in which you view something. Your perception of it is changing, and for some of you, it's the relationship that you're in. But for a lot of you, it's going in a positive direction. It's deciding, you know what, I do love this person. I do want to build with them. There is love there. I may have questioned it. I may have been afraid to lose my freedom and commit to someone long term. With time, I think, especially with your Virgo, you're gonna, I think I'll just say your honey bear, your sweetie pie, it's something about like a cutesy name. Yeah, you guys, I think, are gonna be in it for the long haul. Focus on your manifestations. If you can visualize it, you can create it. And that has to do with your work, your career, your job for a lot of you. Purity. Something about when it snows. So depending on where you live, if it snows where you live, probably not now, right? Summertime, but well, I don't know. Depending on where you are. There's something significant about being with the person you love in snow. I don't know if you guys are going to reunite or go visit, or maybe you go on a vacation. Maybe you're going to take some sort of trip. That could be an engagement as well. This is so random. You may get engaged in like a snowy, wintry type setting. Maybe it's Christmas, right? Something about the snow is important. Interesting. All right, Gem, that's what I got for you. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you beautiful Geminis later. Bye.